Welcome to the Cowboy and Cadillac Show.
Hey, welcome to the Cowboy and Cadillac Show. I am Cowboy, and this is
Cadillac, and we are God-fearing,
gun-toting,
free market capitalists.
and we got a little whiskey to drink, a little bourbon whiskey.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about our bourbon whiskey.
Well, folks, we don't know too much about it, just to be honest, but it came to us from a listener who suggested it. We like to look up and kind of do a little bit of research on these things, but we never want to be seen as misleading our audience ever. So,
And this was recommended by Ralph, just so y'all know.
yeah.
Not a whole lot sure about Ralph either.
No, Ralph, if you want to give us some information on you, feel free. We're
Go
here.
right ahead.
But anyway, confiscated Kentucky Owl straight bourbon whiskey supposedly was founded in 1879 by C.H. Dedman. Supposedly in 2014, it was brought back to life by his great-great-grandson.
Yeah, they actually confiscated all the barrels back in 1819.
Nope, 1916, Cowboy,
1916.
but close.
Man,
About
I get my
97
dates a little
years
wrong.
off, but close. Anyway, we're just trying to wonder why they would have confiscated,
Pre-prohibition.
that many years.
Maybe they were getting ready for prohibition and they went ahead and just gave it to them.
Maybe they need to practice.
I don't know.
Either which way, we know our government's into confiscating these days. It's called our tax dollars. So if not for anything else, guess what? Makes for a good story and a good show. So
Here we go. Listen, I'd like to do the toast today, if that's okay with everybody in our audience and
absolutely,
you.
please.
I'd like to toast to canceling cancel culture.
You know, I would agree with that one.
Oh, look at this shirt. Can y'all see that?
Did y'all like that plug?
Cancel culture.
Yeah. So
Cancel it. Hey, what happens if you don't look somebody in the eyes? Bad sex for 7 years. Make sure when you toast, you look them in the eye.
I would like to put this out there. I have not had breakfast or lunch, ladies and gentlemen. And this is
You know what I did?
96.
You know what I got a little bit out of that?
What'd you get?
I got a little graham cracker.
Did you?
I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a little more research now. Pretty tasty stuff. It's actually got my eye tearing up for you because I know you're hurting right now.
Actually, I'm not. I'm a little nervous.
About the second one?
Well, we'll do that toward the end. We'll see how the show goes.
Hey, listen, I want to bring up real quick while we're talking about it. Let me slide this stuff out of the way right quick.
Just don't block my Pepsi One.
No, we'll go into that in a second, too. We got the Cowboy and Cadillac hats. You're going to be able to buy these. You can go to our Facebook page right now. We're getting ready to start up our website on this. You'll actually be able to find them there. So we have our flat bill hats, Cowboy and Cadillac.
Yep.
And we've also got our Cowboy and Cadillac T-shirts, which are Cowboy and Cadillac T-shirts.
Pretty slick.
Pretty slick looking stuff. We've had these already out. We've already got people running around town with them on and running around the state with them on. And I think I even heard there was one fella in Texas had one on.
Yep. I know for sure there's one crazy wild man in Louisiana as well.
That for sure.
Yep.
However, we've added a little something to the backside of it here. God-fearing, gun-toting, free market capitalist.
Could you do me a favor and hold that side up just a little higher because, you know, my OCD's. There we go.
Hey.
Looks a little better.
OCD. He's not OCD. And you can see how good they look. Cadillac's wearing one today. You know what? Let me help us out.
Yeah.
See if I can't get this thing. Oh, my head's kind of big. See if I can't adjust that snapback.
It'll work. One size fits all.
How about that right there?
They just proved it.
Look at there.
All right. Hang on
and
just
Cadillac.
a second here. I'm going to have to wash that down just a little bit with my Pepsi One.
Why are you drinking Pepsi One? I thought, used to, we always kept Coke products around.
Hey, people always used to say, Coke, that's the Southern man's choice of cola.
Yeah. It's not a pop. It's not a soda. It was always a Coke, wasn't it?
I used to call it Coke too, but no longer.
Yeah. We've outlawed Coca-Cola products in our office.
Yeah.
Why have we done that there, Cadillac?
Well, just simply because they had the audacity to try to. Audacity. It's already getting me 96.4. The audacity.
Yes. I knew where you were going.
Thank you. To try and tell us white folk how to be less white. Now, and just because I said that and because he's thinking that, and we're talking
Can I
about
be
this
less white than I already am? Or how do I?
Oh, you're not as white as people would think. You know, you're
I'm
very
not.
cultured.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Cultured. So am I. Yeah, the problem is that we at this show believe that everybody should be proud of who they are.
I don't care what your color is.
No.
Be proud.
Yeah.
But I will tell you one thing. You better be proud of America.
Yeah.
I don't care
we
your
got
color.
No room for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teddy
Cancel.
Roosevelt, what did he say? You said, hey, there's no such thing as 50-50 when it comes to being American. You're either all in or you're all out. And if you're all out, get the fuck out. Now, that last part, I added that, but that's what he meant.
He didn't say that.
Now, get the fuck out.
He changed that up a little bit.
And guess what, folks? That was a Democrat. How times have changed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So today, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about a little bit about leadership. Inside of your businesses.
Yeah.
And we're gonna let that spin off a little bit because right now we got some real strong feelings about what's going on in the country. However,
as do most everybody that's listening here.
I think so.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
I believe that also.
So I think for us in leadership,
let me ask you this first.
Sure.
Leadership inside your business. If you're going to be a good leader in your business, what do you see that as?
I think you have to set examples by leading, actually doing, not just saying. How many bosses are out there these days to where, you've seen the old stick figures that the bosses are driving people from behind and then leaders are leading from the front. That's one thing I can say, that in the majority of our businesses, you and me, we've had our hands dirty in the business itself.
I'm going to go back with our interview with Perry Blackburn.
Okay. Great guy, by the way.
How did those
Perry,
guys...
Hope you're doing well. We'll see you soon.
Oh, yeah, we're going to see you. We'll talk about that in a second, too. How about them leading from the front?
Right.
Listen, if y'all want to hang out in the back, you're not leaders. You're following.
That's it. Or you're just a boss.
Just a boss.
And what is that?
That's a nobody.
Yeah.
A leader.
Might as well be like an IRS auditor.
Hey, I'm trying to
Or
think.
a dentist.
I'm trying to think.
Nobody really likes you.
I'm trying to think leader right now, and I'm thinking the first person that comes to mind when I say leader. Do you want me to tell you who comes to mind? Very first person right off the top of my head.
Go ahead.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Whoa.
Leader.
Man, miss him.
Hang on a minute. Let me think about this. Joe Biden. Not a leader.
Puppet.
Puppet.
Yep.
I don't know if he's a puppet. Is he a puppet or
The
is
man needs help, man. He needs help.
Invalid?
Yeah, something ain't right.
Yeah, something's definitely not right with Joe Biden.
It's so bad. I have a hard time, like even poking jokes at the man. Other than
you feel like you're picking on a retard.
Yeah.
That's serious business. I would never pick on a retard.
I can't even tell you the thought that went through my mind when he said that.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Franks and beans.
How did you get the beans above the frank? Listen to me. If you're going to lead your company, you have to lead from the front. You have to be willing to do what nobody else is willing to do. You have to be able to do all aspects. You have to be willing to stick your neck inside of the guillotine.
Well, not just that, but whatever it is, whether it's your family, because God knows families these days, we need strong leaders in families.
Yes.
Whatever the organization may be, whether it's your business, whether it's the country, for crying out loud, whatever it may be, there has to be a foundational belief. And I think that you cannot remove leadership from belief. You have to have a belief of whether it's for this country, whether you like it or not, it's the Constitution of the United States. That's what we believe. That's what we stand on. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter public opinion. It doesn't matter MSM, who's on the take.
Right.
Doesn't matter what they say. It matters what the foundation says and what the belief is.
You have to be able to do that in your business.
That's right.
Also.
Absolutely.
If you're not doing it in your business, then the people that you are leading, the followers inside your business that are expecting you to be up front, what are they actually watching?
Well, I'm going to go,
a retard?
Well, listen, I'm going to go back a little bit further to the Cadillac story if I can.
Come on.
I never do this, but I'm going to reach into the spiritual aspect here and tell you what the Bible says about that situation. It says that without a vision, people perish. People have to know where they're going. If not, they're just wandering. Not wandering, wandering. A good leader helps keep that vision in front of people, letting people know where we're going, how we're going to get there. And I think the biggest definition of a true leader, you don't create followers, you help produce more leaders, people who can help carry that along, you know?
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
We have leaders inside of our business.
Sure.
Inside of our businesses.
Right.
That are leading the people that are underneath them. And those people underneath them are leading the people underneath them.
Yeah, and let me say something, too. I really feel strong like we need to say something about families today, too, because, man, is the family under attack or what right now?
Holy smoke.
I'm serious. I mean, masculinity is being attacked left and right.
This is a freaking sore subject for me.
It is. It is. And, you know, you could talk to, let's go back when I was a kid. Man, I had a strong father figure in my home, and I had a strong mother in my home, both. And I think that the whole feminism thing, listen, I support strong women 100%. 100%. So when we're talking about the whole traditional values here, please don't take it from a standpoint of a weaker and stronger vessel and all that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a unit, family unit, people working together. You know, we hear the adage all the time. It takes a village.
It takes a village to raise
the
family.
I'd be willing to tell you that it wouldn't take a village if we had stronger leaders in the home. Now, a village helps. Don't get me wrong. Multitude of counsel, there's wisdom there. But if you're out there today and you're a man or a single mother and you feel like from social media, school, from whatever it may be, your kids are coming home with all sorts of questions, or not just questions, but thoughts of, you know, what used to be wrong is now right. What used to be right is now wrong. It's up to you. It's up to you, Cowboy. It's up to me, Felix. Up to you. We have to hold the line. We have to hold the line with our family. We have to be the ones that hold the moral compass. Whatever your moral compass is, it is.
Can I ask, like, moral compass, like Mr. Potato Head?
Oh, man. Yeah.
Dr. Seuss?
Yeah. But don't worry about the Chinese.
Yeah, no. Don't worry about the Russians either.
Don't worry about that.
No.
Now, God forbid, man, these playtail sons of bitches, they're coming for us. They're about to ruin us.
They're going to get us.
Yeah.
Mr. Potato Head. I wonder if they're going to call it It Head.
All right. I guess it's 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Hang on a minute.
No, you need to hear this.
Hang on a minute. I'm going to sneak this in here.
All right.
I'm going to have a little small drink of my. You got to have a sippy drink like right off the bat, and then you got to have like a drinky drink. He's drinking Pepsi Cola. I'm drinking Lindorf.
Cheers, Pepsi and Lindorf. To being who you are. All right. Listen. Study came out a few weeks back. We briefly mentioned it, talked about it, but liberals, I'm talking to you. This was an unbiased university, and it was a university that did the study.
I'm not sure where you're going with this, Cadillac.
Or just sit back for the ride.
All right, I'm hanging on.
56.3%.
That's more than half, folks.
That's right. Now, these were Caucasians, people look like you and me, that identify as liberals, not moderates, being fair, not moderates, but liberals. 56.3% of Caucasians that identify as liberal also were diagnosed with some type of mental disorder. God's honest. I'll get Felix to throw it up on the.
I'm believing you.
Yeah,
I'm believing. I laugh because it's almost like I already knew that without knowing it.
It's confirmation for you for not being mean, having those thoughts.
It is. So does that mean I can pick on the retard president?
Man,
I'm just asking.
Listen, this
I'm
boy.
Can I say, hang on a second.
He's not the same Joe Biden he was back in mid-90s.
No, he's a freaking career politician. Hang on a second, though. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about where we're from.
Yep.
Not where we're from, where we live right now in the state of Florida, and what's going on in the state of Florida and how we operate and what's being done here. Are we not leagues ahead of the rest of the country?
We are. Why is that?
With our businesses, with financial, with COVID, with all of this BS that's going on right now, are we not ahead of the rest of the country?
Yeah, that's right. We are. Hands down.
We are.
And not just that.
Where's Cuomo? Where's Cuomo right now in New York? Can you believe this cat?
What, this tail tucked between his legs somewhere.
We got a freaking leader like DeSantis.
And his little brother, Fredo.
Oh, my gosh.
Not even. Man, I'd love for Fredo to come down here.
We're getting a little sideways.
Listen.
It's happening. I feel it.
I'd love for Fredo to come down. Fredo's big and bad. You know,
he's the little brother.
He's the little brother.
He's a bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's a tough guy. Oh,
Whip
yeah.
his ass.
Tough guy.
One-on-one, bitch.
Tough guy.
Come on.
Tough guy.
Anyway.
That was an invitation.
It was an invitation.
That was an invitation. Come on down and see us.
Goddamn day of the week.
Matter of fact,
Right
come down and see either one of us. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't like you, Fredo. Anyway, his brother, tail between the legs.
Tail between his legs.
Yeah, but he got an Emmy.
He did get an Emmy. That's pretty good. How do you get an Emmy?
I don't know. His brother he get an Emmy for that ass whooping he takes too. Just saying.
Curb knocking.
Go ahead. Y'all just seen that? My therapist is helping me.
DeSantis. Let's go back to DeSantis. Let's go back to Florida. Let's go back to what's going on right here in our own state.
Yeah.
Where we operate, where the majority of our businesses are, and what's going on here. We are rocking and rolling. And why are we rocking and rolling?
Because of strong leadership, man.
Strong leadership. Let's go back to leadership.
We've got a governor, Ron DeSantis. Thank you, Governor DeSantis, for everything you're doing for guys like us.
Yes, sir.
And the everyday person living here in the great state of Florida, you know, you're going to have all sorts of libs.
Idiots. I'm sorry, what would you say? Oh, I'm sorry, liberals. My bad.
Mental people, 56.3%.
That's what I heard.
Caucasians who identify as liberal have something, they're diagnosed.
That makes it official.
And official's not me pointing at you saying you got something wrong with you. That's like a doctor saying something ain't right.
You ain't right.
56.3%. Anyway, Ron DeSantis is simply running our country, he will be running our country.
I was about to say you're getting ahead of yourself, but it's going to happen one day.
The head of myself or being a prophet, right. One or the other.
Him and Ted, I believe, would make a good pair.
Well, that's going to be in 28.
I think so.
Trump and DeSantis will be in 24.
I think so.
Mark our words.
Come on.
Yeah. So anyway, he's running this state based off of belief. Guess what that belief is?
Tell me.
Constitution. Just that simple, folks. He's not a mean man. He's not hell, he might be even behind closed doors. Who knows? But all I know is that his leadership.
He might be a mean man behind closed doors.
He might be.
I don't see that.
I don't see it.
I see him being straightforward.
Yeah. He did come up here for that Pepsi Gulf Coast Jam, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't get to see him, although I was working a beer tent.
You were, weren't you?
I was close to alcohol. I'm always close to alcohol.
So, anyway, he's not making up this, the rules in which he's governing by, is what I'm saying on a daily basis. These rules have been set in place, folks, and he's just governing by those rules that's in place. And it's amazing that our founding fathers 230-something years ago put those things in place, and how he's a rock star just because he's holding fast to the rules.
That's right.
Now, what's that say about the rest of this country?
Idiots.
And you know what else? Everybody says numbers never lie, right? Okay. Which state's growing faster than any other state in this union?
Hang on a minute. Let me guess. State of Florida.
State of Florida. Guess who's right behind them? State of Texas. That's right. Austin, you don't count.
Cruz.
Cut y'all out and send you back to California.
DeSantis.
Yeah.
2028.
2028. Trump. DeSantis.
2024. Mm-hmm. That's kind of like a prediction. This ought to be pretty good.
It's on camera. Come back to it.
I was about to say, come on back and see us.
Come back to it. Who wants to take a bet?
Hey, listen.
I am a gambling man.
Me too.
Yep.
We're going to do this right here. We're going to round this thing up. We want to make sure y'all subscribe, like, ring the bell.
Ring those bells.
Come on. Y'all subscribe. YouTube. Come on out there and get some.
Mm-hmm. Hey, before we go, though, we need to tell them that they're going to be able to meet you in person.
Yes.
This is scary. Be careful.
Be careful. Holy smoke. My wife is worried for everybody out there.
Yep. Where can they meet you
and
at?
me.
Where can I meet you at?
We're going to be in Orlando. Mm-hmm. And I think it's July the 29th. I'll verify this here in our next podcast. July the 29th through August the 1st.
Yeah.
We're going to be in Orlando.
Right.
We're going to be at the Road Warrior, I believe. Hang on a second. My producer's like lip syncing something. I'm not sure what he is. Warrior Weekend.
Yeah, who you going to be there with? Mr. Ryan Weaver.
Ryan Weaver. We're going to be there with a bunch of veterans. And listen, we've put out a big sponsorship on this because we believe in our vets. We believe in our first responders. We believe in the people that are taking care of you and us.
Yeah, people who fight for these freedoms that are in that Constitution. And don't forget, by the way, the things that we're taking for granted.
Hang on a minute. Let me say something. You said Ryan Weaver, didn't you?
I did say Ryan Weaver. Ryan Weaver Country.
Ryan Weaver. Hey, listen, we're going to reach out to Ryan Weaver. We're going to, our producer is going to reach out to Ryan Weaver.
Yeah.
And we're going to get him on this podcast before July the 29th.
You know what? So I follow him on social media, of course. This dude's legit, man. He's out there every day. He's banging in the paint with liberals on social media like crazy.
Black Hawk pilot.
Yeah.
This is what he was. His brother was the movie Black Hawk Down. I'm getting a little sneak peek here. Black Hawk Down. His brother was one of the wounded in the Black Hawk Down movie, which is real.
I can't hardly watch it, but go ahead.
He was one of the wounded that went into the Black Hawk helicopter that was shot down.
Yeah.
His brother, Ryan Weaver, at that point, after his brother was shot down, said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm out. I'm walking away. I just can't handle it.
Yeah.
And not that he couldn't handle it because he wasn't a man, but because he lost his brother to a war that took so many lives.
Yep.
We salute you guys.
Yeah, we do. And the families.
First responders.
Wives, children.
Yeah.
Brothers, sisters, moms, dads.
Sneak peek.
Yeah.
Sneak peek. We're going to have him. We're going to call out to him. We're going to get him on this show.
That's right.
We're going to have him on the Cowboy and Cadillac show.
Let me finish up before we take this final shot for today's show.
Come on.
Going back to leadership, just real quick. Whether businessman, businesswoman, mom or dad, grandparent, government official, whoever you might be, even if all you lead is just yourself, I want to remind you that the public opinion that you see today in the mainstream media is not the majority. They may seem as though they are because of the voice, but they're on the take, ladies and gentlemen. They're all about this. Every single one of them. They're treasonous, they're traitors to our country, and they're traitors to the family. We got to go back. What is leadership? It's being held to a firm belief. Okay? If you fit one of those particular names that I just called out, owner of a business, mom, dad, grandparent, whatever it may be, hold true. Hold the line of what you know is right.
Your values.
Our values as a country, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, God-fearing.
Gun-toting.
Free market capitalist. How in the hell did we go from a nothing, this country, and in 230 plus years become the world superpower? How did that happen? By God's sovereignty and values and freedom.
Leadership.
Yeah. Freedom.
I'll drink to that.
I want to drink to our freedoms, to all those who make those freedoms a reality. Man, Cowboy and Cadillac, all of our listeners out there, we appreciate you folks.
Thank you for listening. Cowboy and Cadillac. Love you, brother.
Love you, brother.
Don't forget, subscribe, like, ring the bell. Hey, listen. Right here. Get yours.
Right there.
Facebook, Cowboy and Cadillac Show. Get your shirt. We got hats. Hey, listen, we also have some etched glasses that are coming.
Yep.
They're not there yet, but they'll be there shortly. We got a whole lot of stuff that we're going to bring out here real soon.
Hey, one last thing. Do your part to cancel culture.
Cancel it.
Hey, just get flamboyant in their face.
Hang on. Let me just say this. Don't be a bitch.
Yes. No bitches allowed.
Cowboy and Cadillac. See y'all next time.
All right. God bless America, and God bless you. We good, Felix?
Yep. I love it.
That whole retard thing about that shit, bro. The first thing that hit me was, Felix is